I am continuing to shrink my eBay store and grow my eBay store at the same exact time. Hi everybody, my name is Craig and I am working on revitalizing a 20-year-old eBay store. And let me explain to you exactly how we're doing and what these 4 items that sold in the last 24 hours represent. I am working currently on adding 2 clothing items a day that are good, high quality, and trying to get to the point where I'm selling 2 a day, but I want to sell at least 2 items a day. And we've been doing this consistently now for a couple of weeks, I think, at this point. And so I'm really excited. We're going to start maybe pushing towards the next phase. First of all, a couple items I sold, a couple old sports cards, a Matt Ryan. This one was serial numbered to, to 99. You can see that there. And this Warming Burnable. This is a prospect card. This one was serial numbered to 499. Both of them have been around in the store for quite a while. So happy to get them sold, get them out of there as well. We also sold this CD. Again, when I first started revitalizing the eBay store, I thought I was going to just start with CDs and DVDs because they were cheap. And I did that for a little bit, but I realized there was so much that I needed to learn. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back to where I already have a good knowledge base instead of starting over from scratch, which was clothing, because I used to run a big clothing store on eBay. So we're trying to do that again. And we did sell one clothing item. This is Collars & Co. I mentioned this. This is one of the newer finds that I have. I actually have a second one in the store, and I think I have a third one that's going to be listed here over the next couple of days. And I think they might have even been on Shark Tank. And anyway, so they're good quality. They got a good following right now. They advertise well on the radio. So when you find them, if they're in good shape, they're pretty easy to get sold. All right. So, but what do I mean that I'm shrinking my store to grow my store? Well, like I said, if I'm listing 2 items a day and selling 4, 5, 6 items a day like we have been over the last few days, my store is actually getting smaller. But smaller is not bad in this case. Smaller means more lean, more efficient. And so what I want you to think of is all the money that was tied up in these 3 items, especially these 2, but all 3 of these items that are not clothing, now I get the original price that I paid for them, plus a little bit of profit on them. And now I can turn that into buying more inventory. Now, I didn't do any sourcing yesterday because I have a good amount of inventory now to get listed and to get up. And I'm trying to do a 2-day draft bank, 2-a-day draft bank for 14 days. In other words, I have 2 listings set to go for the next 14 days, which means I have 28 items. And so I need to grow slowly though, because I'm trying to do this in all cash. And so what I'm trying to do is keep removing, by not just getting rid of, but actually selling through the old stuff. A lot of my old stuff is super high discount. I got things that are 70, 80% off in the store right now. Why? Because I just want to get the initial investment out of them. I want to get the space back and then keep building this clothing store that I'm trying to do. That doesn't mean I'm never going to sell CDs or sports cards. Again, it just means right now I want to build a lean, mean eBay store, and I'm doing that by trying to sell through more than I'm actually listing. And if you can do this, this is actually a really good way of trying to revitalize an old store. Look, some of your old listings, they're just old because you're overpriced or the market has changed on them. And the best thing you can possibly do is try to get them sold. I'm not out here, I'm not going to try to do garage sales, spend all this extra time. I want to put all my focus on eBay. And at this point in time, for me, the best thing to do is just blow it out. Blow all these things out on eBay, because it's going to get new customers and it's going to maybe even help my store be promoted more, because eBay is saying, wow, this guy's listing 2 items a day, but he's selling 3, 4 items a day. That's going to be good for the metrics as we keep trying to grow. Eventually, my ultimate goal here is to get to listing 20 items a day, selling 20 items a day. That's what I want to get to, but I have to do it slow because I'm only doing it with the cash on hand. And right now, there is nothing in my store that I want more than I want cash for it. In the bare minimum, I want to get my cash back out of this older stuff. And of course, I do want to make a profit on the new clothing items that I'm selling. But right now, I just want my cash back so I can invest in new, better items as I continue to grow my store. So this is why we're growing the store by shrinking the store. And I would highly encourage you, if you have old, dead inventory that's sitting around, especially if it's been listed for a while, just figure out what the today's value market is, blow it out, get that cash back, and go from there. So I hope this helps. Let me know what sort of questions you have about restarting or revitalizing your eBay store down in the comments below.